1898, KUKA was born. 100 years later, KUKA expanded to China. Then in 2014, KUKA merged with Swisslog, opening even more doors to global operations. The following years brought unprecedented growth, and in 2018, KUKA celebrated its 120th anniversary. Together with all its subsidiaries and sister companies, KUKA had grown into an international giant. But in 2019, the whole world suddenly came to a full stop. Nobody could have predicted the events that unfolded overnight. Nobody could believe the drastic changes in the definition of safe and normal. Even something so basic and natural, like humans breathing air, had now suddenly become a weapon of imminent death and financial mass destruction on a global catastrophic scale. A year passed, and the more we learned, the less we knew. Skills and competencies that we once relied on for effectiveness and efficiency suddenly became obsolete. Professionalism and success became totally redefined in this strange new world of social distancing, work from home, online collaboration, and asynchronous communication. It's now almost 2 years since the first attack. We can see the root causes crystal clear now. Yet, we are still scrambling to perform our daily tasks. We can't even achieve half of what we used to a mere 2 years ago. Some people are still waiting, hoping for the old norms to come back, while some of us are already worrying about next year and beyond. How will we move forward? What do we need to do to protect ourselves from further damage, physically, financially, and emotionally? So far, we keep facing dead ends. Using old methods in this new world does not bring the results we expect or need. In fact, doing the things the old way might even cause damage and harm. Everything is an unknown problem. Everywhere has become dangerous. Nowhere is safe. But with every tragedy comes opportunity. If we can start from a blank slate, if we can clear our minds, if we can brave ourselves, this is an invitation to brave space. Because there is no such thing as safe space. We exist in the real world, said Mickey Jones in her poem. We have the right to start somewhere, to continue to grow. We have the responsibility to examine what we think we know. Welcome to Developing Future-Proof Leadership at KUKA. Now we all know that our path is not a continuous straight line. In fact, it's quite a mess at the moment. Our challenge is to find within ourselves the way out. To do this, we need grit. The courage and resolve, the strength of character, the personality of perseverance for the long haul. This is a gruesome marathon, not a lively sprint. But despite the gloom, we should not feel doom. We must practice grace, elegance and smoothness, courtesy and goodwill, politeness, willingness, being fair and honest, bringing honor, giving credit where deserved, usu gratia. Because with grace as your foundation, no matter what mess you're in, you will be able to rise above. As Michelle Obama once said, if they go low, we go high. With grace comes growth, resilience, adaptation, cooperation, and empowerment. But why is this so important? And how do we achieve this? What must we do? Acquiring the skills and knowledge is not enough. Nurturing the right attitude is also not enough. Developing a sustainable and systemic modus operandi is what we must target to do. This is what we must do. We must future-proof ourselves as leaders. We must address our global needs. We must be cognizant of all our relations, near, far, and worldwide. We must be inclusive, embrace diversity, and celebrate intercultural ambiguity. We must truly be capable and willing to work in teams. Grit and grace. An acronym that embodies so many core concepts, a graphic that symbolizes balance, synergy, and perpetual motion. Grit and Grace is the title of this leadership training at KUKA. The pilot program will begin in November 2021. This will be the first of several subsequent cohorts, which will roll out in 2022. The registration deadline is 12 noon Berlin time on 3rd November. To register, you will need to complete an online survey, which includes a short assignment. This should take about 20 to 45 minutes, depending on your existing competencies and skill sets. Then, on 10th November, 2 to 5 p.m. Berlin time, we will meet virtually online as a group for the first workshop session. There will be a 3-week period between workshops 1 and 2. During this time, you will be expected to complete an individual assignment and engage online with your assigned group. And of course, during this 3-week asynchronous work, you will be expected to practice grit and grace leadership with self-discipline, autonomy, and accountability. We will reconvene on 1st December, again, 2 to 5 p.m. Berlin time for Session 2. The success of Session 2 will depend on the level of commitment that you, as leaders, demonstrate during the course of this program. 3 weeks after Session 2, you will have the opportunity to evaluate your own performance and growth. If you keep abreast with the program requirements, this self-evaluation should only take a few minutes, and you'll have the option of pursuing higher-level competency training in the future. This is the overview of the Grit and Grace program. During the workshop sessions, you should expect high energy and focused hands-on activities. Some will be individual, while others will require group collaboration. And the content input will be broad-based and pragmatic, leveraging case studies driven by you, the participants. And since the workshop sessions will be compact and intense, you are encouraged to mute your phone and inbox, and instead channel your full attention. The content input will include topics such as Start with Why, Maslow, Onus Probandi, OOPS, Open Online Professional Sharing, OKR, Objectives Key Results, Heutagogy, Bloom's Daily Dose, Metacognition, and the 5 R's of Online Literacy. But these topics will not be delivered as lectures. Instead, the learning content will be embedded within gamification methodologies. These include activities such as Skeletons in the Closet, Breaking Bad, On the Balcony or in the Dance, Fly Your Drone, and Group Design Charrette. Be mentally prepared. Be fully engaged. Dive into the case simulations and brace yourself for total immersion. Be aware that Grit and Grace is not for the faint-hearted. The skeletons you find in the closet will be yours. The things you will break won't just be bad habits. You will walk on glass. You will hang from a rope. You will define your own brave space. You will find courage to look at yourself in the eye and deal with what you don't want to see. You will practice diligence and discipline, both physically and mentally, 24/7. You will learn to focus on the near, but keep in view from afar. And to focus on the near, you will learn to let go of everything else. You will take flight and learn to own it. Whatever mistakes, it's yours to make. You will dare to pause, look back, assess, be honest, be brave, be humble, accept help. You will learn to view things from multiple views. You will learn it's okay to not be okay. You will learn when to take a break and how not to be broken. You will learn to carpe diem and make lemonade. You will learn as the sun will shine. So, if you want to partake in this pact, you must agree to stay professional, accountable, confidential, and trustworthy throughout your participation in Grit and Grace. And you must promise to learn, experience, develop, grow, and explore. Grit and grace. Future-proof leadership at KUKA. And as proof of your conquest, when you complete your Grit and Grace challenge, you will be given this symbolic reward. Use it with pride as evidence of your grit and grace. If you have any questions, feel free to contact me via whatever channel of your choice. My name is ROZHUSSIN, and I will be your metacognitive coach throughout your Grit and Grace journey. Looking forward to meeting you in our first session. See you soon.